Hello, everyone. Like I said, the son of the West again. Now, I've tried to clarify that a couple of times, but we're all the son of the West. We're all the daughters of the West. I kind of came up with that term when I read the 10 signs of the apocalypse. Jesus said, the first will be last, and they will become a single one. That means that we're all going to become of a like mind. We're all going to realize the same truth, because there is but one truth, and there is but one God. And once we all become enlightened, we'll make it. And those who don't become enlightened don't make it. So I've had a real deal near-death experience before. I had a really bad motorcycle accident back in 1998. And I hit an Olds Delta 88 at about 35 miles an hour. Okay, and I went face first off the bike into the wheel of the car. And during that accident, I got a hole in one of my intestines and a scrape on my spleen, and I was bleeding internally. And so I went to the emergency room, and I passed out on the counter. I told them, I said I had a really bad motorcycle accident, and I passed out. And I woke up, and they told me that they're going to have to do surgery to save my life. And I said, well, go ahead and do whatever you got to do. And it turns out that during the surgery, I actually flatlined, and they brought me back with a defibrillator. And I didn't wake up for about 3 days after that. And so during that time when I was out, it didn't seem like 3 days. It only seemed like a moment. But I do remember the darkness. You know, I do remember being in the dark. And I remember having a conversation with someone or something, and during that time I said, I'm not ready. You know, there's still something I want to do. And right as I made that determination, it seemed as though the hospital room just came around me. Like, all of a sudden, I was there, I couldn't see it, but then suddenly it appeared before me. And so as the hospital room came around me, that's when all the pain of the injuries set in. And I was under a lot of pain. And that left me with some lingering questions. And one of those questions was, okay, well, if I'm still not ready yet, and ready for what? Okay, if I'm still not ready yet, there's something I want to do. What is it that I want to do? And what have I been doing so far? You know? And it was at that moment that I began to really see myself. You know, I began to really judge my own self and the things that I was doing. And that was a real eye-opening experience for me. And it's really hard to explain, because I never really, I mean, I've been to church. I didn't really stick to that because I didn't feel like it was really helping me all that much. You know, I mean, everybody goes around telling each other they're sinners, and you know, if you look at the people that go there, they're all dressed up in nice clothes, and it's more of a fashion show, and you know, where they get to collect some money, you know, because they build a house and they say, oh, they talk about God, and then they pass around a collection plate, and I mean, some people give $1, some people give $5, some people give 20s, some people give hundreds. You know, think about that. If you got 100 people in your congregation, and each person gives $1, you got $100 every week for a couple of hours. You know, if they give $5, you got $500 every week for, you know, a couple of hours. If they give 20, you got $2,000 a week. You know, if they give 100, you got $10,000, or you know, I mean, yeah, you get $10,000 a week for talking about God for a couple hours. I mean, never has it been so profitable to work for the Father. And it's not meant to be that way. They're not meant to build up lives of lavishness and comfort on the backs of the people who are trying to do what's right and trying to overcome their worldly desires. I mean, the organized religions of the world have basically created a system in which you say, okay, I want to overcome these desires. I want to overcome these material, entanglements. And so they're like, okay, well, yeah, surrender it, give it up, but put it right here, and then they run and put it in their bank. I mean, it's not about what it's meant to do. It's you got to see them for what they're doing. I mean, you got the pastor who drives a junky car to church to pastor on Sunday, but Monday through Friday he's driving a really nice car and he goes to a really nice house, and it's a sick thing the way organized religions have created. I mean, the Vatican is its own country. It has its own banks, its own financial institutions. They have more gospels hidden in their libraries that are kept away from the public than you would imagine. I mean, it's amazing. What are they hiding from us? Why do they want to keep us coming to them and giving them our money? Why would they not show us the true way? The true way is within. You see, during my motorcycle accident, I came out of that with a whole new understanding of life. I came out of that with self-awareness, awareness of what I had done so far, and what I had, what I wanted to do. I didn't really know yet what I wanted to do, but it let me know that I hadn't done what I wanted to do yet, and so therefore I kind of recollected everything that I had done so far. And from there, which was more just, pursuing the physical desire of life, from there I knew that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted more than that. I wanted to understand it. So I'm going to tell you again, organized religion is just a business. Christianity, modern Christianity is the deceiver wearing a mask. And it's the same thing with Catholicism. I mean, look at the Pope, look at how he dresses, and I mean, his fame and fortune. It's a sick thing. I mean, to truly see it for what it is. But I would like to explain to you also that I've eaten psilocybin mushrooms, and these I feel are the true bread of life. They are the manna. And when you read Exodus, and it talks about Moses and the exiles being favored with manna on their journey out of Egypt, out of enslavement, you'll see that the physical descriptions of manna, a small round thing that appears with the dew, and wafers made with honey, and all of these things, if you truly think about it, the physical descriptions that they used to describe it are code for psilocybin mushrooms. I mean, let me show you a picture. The picture that I can show you has every physical description in one picture. How much more of a similarity do you need? And the organized religions of the world will say, oh, this is forbidden, this is blasphemy, and the governments of the world say, oh, it's illegal, we don't want you to have that, but nobody's ever died from it. And actually, the Center for Disease Control tested it, and they said that it's non-toxic. It's less toxic than a cigarette, less toxic than aspirin, and they've never found a greater cure for OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, than psilocybin. Yet they don't legalize it because of its psychedelic effects. And the psychedelic experience is like a near-death experience. If you eat 5 grams of psilocybin mushrooms all at once, a lot of people feel like they're dying, but nobody's ever died from it. But it gives you that aha moment, that awakening, that, oh no, I haven't done it what I was supposed to do yet. Let me get on the right track. But see, that's the thing. They don't want you to be on the right track, because the right track makes you turn away from the desires and the controls of our society. And they want you to stay hooked to the machine. So again, I'm gonna keep making these videos. I'm gonna show you some pictures that you know, may be a little hard for you to see, you know, hard for you to, you know, comprehend, but I'm gonna try to make it as easy for you as possible, so that way, you know, I feel like I'm doing what I should be doing, which is helping others, you know, because there's no greater feeling than passing on your knowledge to someone else. Because I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just saying, look, this is how it all makes sense to me. And that's what Jesus did. Jesus showed us how it all made sense to him. And therefore, he died for that. He went forward into what he feared, because he knew that that was the only way to prove his point. And if he had turned around and said, oh, I don't want to die, then that would have been basically him going against what he was telling everyone. So again, I'm going to show you some pictures, and I'm going to infuse them in this video. I got a new camera so that way I can make this video and cut and splice and put it all together for you. So good luck, guys. God bless. Again, you know, may God's light shine upon you and guide your steps. Listen to your inner voice, guys, because your inner voice will guide you in the right direction. If that inner voice if you can't understand why you want something, ask yourself, why do you want that? And it says, because I want it. Then you're on the wrong track, okay? If you're asking yourself why you want something and it's so that you can help everyone else, that's what you should be doing, okay? So God bless you guys. I hope that you find your way. I hope that this video has helped you find your way. And the way will be revealed, and Christ's true kingdom will reign. Good luck.